Oh man. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I'm feeling slightly not under the weather, but the weather is making me feel under the weather. Allergies. I've got like a sore throat. Well, it's not even a sore throat situation going on. It's more like the allergies are making my nasal passages drain and making me cough a bit. It's annoying as hell, man. Also, I'm tired, so that doesn't help at all either. Anyway, hi! We're back to Danganronpa number 2. Nagito's plot armor will help everyone live 100%, no doubt. It would be so funny if we couldn't stop with the... Well, what was it? We couldn't stop the... What? No. We could not stop the... This sentence is not working. It would be funny if, despite the efforts of the current students, who are currently in the castle place thing, if they couldn't disarm the bomb, or bombs in this case, and they all ran to Nagito, the bombs blew up, nobody died, because Nagito was basically blocking the explosion, and somehow his plot armor protects not only him, but everyone else around him. Alternatively, the plot armor protects him, and everyone else around him dies. And then he gets punched because he killed more than 2 people. That would be interesting. But I am still very concerned about who could die in this this chapter. As it stands, I am not comfortable with anyone dying at this stage. It bugs me a lot. Did I really save right here? That doesn't feel right. You know why I think it saved right there? I think it thought I was gonna go inside Nezumi Castle, but I think I saved outside of Nezumi Castle? I do recall talking to everybody, though. That part I remember. Yeah, how's everyone doing? Hi, Brian. Hi, Villager. Hi, Shovel. I think I'm about to sneeze. Nope, no sneeze. But it's on the cusp of having the sneeze. Yeah, no, we did go inside. So I wonder why the game says we're not going inside. The bomb shouldn't be small. If I find them, it should be really obvious. Damn, it looks like there's nothing in here. Huh? Oh, right, we did look inside. Now our job is to go to, what was it, the second island? Damn it, I don't see the friggin' bombs anywhere. Nothing good will come from rushing. I should try looking somewhere else. It said I had to go to a different island, right? Wait, no, I'm on the right island. Okay, so we look around then. As soon as you started the live, my internet started dying in a weird way. Hi, by the way. Hi, Zarek! Yeah, I'm feeling slow today. Oddly slow. Hi, Zoe. How can I help you? Yeah, no, my allergies were like... They were acting up, right? But they weren't the same level of acting up that I used to have all the damn time. So for the most part, I was okay, but man, the throat situation I have going on, it sucks. What did that say? It's no use. There's nothing suspicious here either. Man, where could the bombs be? Huh? Hi, Monami. Oh, what? Hajime? What? I don't have time to deal with you. Did you see? Did you see? Huh? Rob. No! Robber? Yeah, robber?
Emergency!
Yeah! This is bad! My important thing got stolen, huh? I feel like I have to rush making the deck for my Ruiner Librarian. I've had like 4 days to think of one. I don't think why it's so difficult now compared to when I was playing. I think it's because you're trying to find a carry build. Also, Brian, did you already tell me what character you wear and what? I don't have anything for specifically your character, I think. Yeah, no, I don't even have your character. I didn't mention the floor nor names. I made an appearance but forgot to post the settings for it. Ha! Make sure you get all that information together. Or you can also just post it in text. I just realized that I'm talking up there. Do I want her mouth to be moving right now? It's fine. I gotta ask Faye, or I gotta ask my rigger something about the tracking stuff, rigging stuff. Zoe apparently wants to play with a bird, though. Her important thing was stolen? Now's not the time to deal with her. I need to hurry and find those bombs. That kind of tells me that I should probably check her home, because that's like the one spot that technically I haven't checked. Right? Why would I ever want to go back to the funhouse? It's not like it would be in the funhouse. In the meanwhile, I did build quite a good for me, but with some paralysis, bleed, and a lot of high roll attacks with all different kinds of damages. Be careful with that, Zyre. Though I think because you're in the early game, it kind of doesn't matter. Be on the lookout, though, for light recovery. Is it really just a train? There's nothing suspicious about this, though. It's possible that the bombs were placed inside this train. It's no use. I don't see anything that looks like a bomb. How would you know? You're not Bomberman. Bum, 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 bum. Damn it! I don't see the freaking bombs anywhere. Bum, ba-dum, ba-da-dum. Well, like I said, the only place to check now is the horror house, which we weren't even allowed to go inside of. I mean, that you could argue that's Bob. Also, the door's open. The door's open? Looks like I could go inside, but it's possible that the bombs were hitting in here. Alright, let's go. What? Oh, wow. Still on the very early and took me 20 to 30 minutes to figure out how the hell I unlocked the next battle. The UI is a nightmare. You get used to it. How should I describe this place? It's so cloyingly cute that I feel like I'm gonna be sick.
Yeah! No!
Why? Why is Hajime in my house? The door is wide open, girl. What? As soon as she heard that, Monami waddled to the door and... It's broken! My security system is broken! The robber probably did it. No, a robber is an excuse. A female teacher with a young boy student in her house is just inappropriate. You haven't been teaching a shit, girl. Ah, I've been splattered with disgrace. Jeez, she's noisy. The fact that there's no filter by ranged option for range pages makes people sad. Yeah, the only way you can filter it is by typing in single in the search bar up top when you're trying to build a deck. But that also puts in, that brings in singleton, that brings in cards that actually have a single use. Yeah, that's the only way you can really filter it. You're not gonna get all range cards in that if you do it like that, but... yeah. Did someone die today? No. And I'm concerned about who would die in this. Monami, I'm ignoring. Monami spares. What the heck is this? Monami plushies? On hangers?
Stop it!
Don't go touching my things without permission. They're important. Your own plushies? You must love yourself, just like Monokuma.
That's wrong.
You're wrong! Please don't compare me to that thing! You don't have enough delicacy. Entering a woman's house without her permission and touching her thing makes your teacher very sad.
Got it?
This will not be allowed. Hajime needs a class in morality. Again, you haven't taught us shit. Also, I used the filter for paralysis and only showed it a 0-cost card, even though I had 2 1-cost cards and 1 2-cost with that. Yeah, be careful about other filters because they are very sensitive. The more filters you put on it, it'll try to find all of that instead of just filtering the specific one. Delicacy and morality? I don't think those things have anything to do with each other.
That's right.
I shall give you a special private lesson after school. Miss Monami will slowly and thoroughly give you a good teaching. That sounds really inappropriate. Once again, I've been splattered with disgrace. Someone's gonna splatter you with something. It's not gonna be me. Nothing active, just the paralysis active. I don't know, Zach. That's kind of weird. It should just be fine. Unless it was like... Unless, when you looked up paralysis, it doesn't include the cards that, what is the word? That include a value if they do have paralysis on them. Like increasing damage by +1 or something. If the foe is paralyzed or whatever. You know, that kind of thing. I don't think paralyzed cards, when you filter them, actually show that. I might be wrong about that. And again, I do have... Villager, you probably have the game open. I can't check that. Such a sticky and goo... Oh my god, Monami. Why? I was implying it as a joke. You didn't actually say it. Yabe. Exactly. Yabe. Such a sticky and gooey disgrace. You're the one who started saying it. Again, multiple monitors? Are these monitors? They're not displaying anything right now, but why are there so many? Are you monitoring us with these? Yeah. So, I was right. The surveillance cameras all over the island and the footage those cameras are recording. You were watching that footage on these monitors. You were monitoring us, weren't you? I was, until Monokuma appeared. Wait, what? I no longer have my magic stick, and because of that, Monokuma stole all my powers. So I don't have the authority to monitor everyone anymore. These monitors are useless. Hi, I love your Danganronpa and read your profile on trans rights or human rights, and your experiences and feelings are valid. The best of the games, to be honest. Hi, Super Tony. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I try not to talk about it in public. Hell, I barely even talk about it at home because I kind of can't, you know? I mean, I could, but I can't. Not the way I want to. I hope that makes sense. Huh? What does that stick have to do with the surveillance cameras? Anyway, I can't monitor everyone anymore. I have no other way of following your movements unless I rely on these somewhat nifty ears. I don't really understand, but does that mean Monokuma has been watching us from those surveillance cameras?
That's wrong.
No, it's probably not him either. In his current state, he shouldn't even need to use those cameras. Wait, what? His power keeps decreasing beyond my expectations. He surpassed any standard of measuring it. Hey, stop talking about stuff that doesn't make sense. Who's watching those surveillance cameras?
Got it?
They probably only matter to the outside? Outside? Do you mean the group that's controlling you and Monokuma? I see, so the people outside the island are watching the footage captured by the surveillance cameras and... Well, let's just brush the whole thing aside. Monami, I am beginning to not trust you now. I mean, I barely trusted you, but this is a new low. There's no way I could do that. But I can't say. Hey. Is she trying to cover it up by crying? That's exactly what Monokuma does. Just as I thought, I can't trust her at all. Sus. Absolutely sus. So why is there a camera in her room? So there's a surveillance camera here too. Is Monami being monitored by Monokuma too? Then that would mean they're not allies. I guess it's just as Chiaki said. The monitor Monokuma, yes. Is Monami forced to see his broadcast too? If they're really allies, they wouldn't need to bother with something like that. How do you know? How do you know? Are those moving pictures of the... Okay, I thought for a sec... My brain was like... Oh! Just take a look at this background here for a second, right? It moves, right? That's cool. I like that it moves. However, if you hold down the tab button to do the thing, it doesn't move. It's so trippy when you move around. It's like, oh, damn. We don't know how to move the background when you're doing a scan.
No!
How far into this chapter are you? Nagito just told us that he moved the bombs outside of Hope Peak Academy, or at least the ruins of it. And now we're trying to find the bombs after they were not found in Nezumi Castle. That's it. That's it so far. Also, please no spoilers, but I think that's obvious. No cost filter, I made sure of that. By the way, it only showed the card that gives self-paralyzed, but not the one that does paralyzing the enemy if you're successfully blocking or attacking. How the hell do you Falky this kind of stuff? How the hell do you Falky this kind of stuff, Falky? How the hell do you Falky this kind of stuff, Falky? I don't know. I just find bugs. I don't know. Ah! I've been splattered with disgrace. Such stinky disgrace. Can you stop saying it like that? So anyway, you said something about a robber. Are you talking about Monokuma? Monokuma wouldn't do something as cheap as breaking the lock. Ever since he took over my power, he can do anything he wants on this island as long as he wills it. Power? Well, you're always so melodramatic. But if it wasn't Monokuma, does that mean the robber is one of us? I'm not doubting my students or anything, but my important thing was definitely stolen. What's your important thing, anyway? My treasure box. You know, does anyone else feel like Monami is starting to talk a little bit like Marin-senpai? Just a little bit. Sticky, disgrace. Sticky, gooey, disgrace. Treasure box now. I don't think any of us would steal Monami's treasure box. But if someone did, why would they steal it in the first place? Can you let me know if you found my treasure? It's a magnificent treasure box covered in sparkling pink lights. Well, if I come across it...
Yippee-ki-yay!
Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker! Alrighty, that's enough of your questions. Now it's my turn to question you. Hey.
Hey!
Why did you suddenly come to the amusement park? It's strange that you're walking around alone. Did something happen? Something did happen. Huh? That's right, I don't have time to waste at a place like this. Hey, I need to ask you an important question. Do you know where they are? Somewhere in Jabberwock Island, Nagito.
Hey!
Why, hello there, Monami. Want to play with your big brother? Fuck! Of course it's Monokuma. Monokuma? What's with your sudden invitation? We've never played before. Come on, everyone's busy. You shouldn't interfere.
Damn it!
So hurry up and come play with me. My ears! Please don't pull my ears!
I'll leave the rest to you!
You bitch. I'll let you students handle the rest. Do your best. He always interferes whenever we're discussing something important. I guess he really is monitoring us. No, now's not the time to complain. I should get back to searching for the bombs. Shouldn't waste any more time, but I've already looked everywhere. I leapt out of the Monami house, and returned to searching for the bombs. But there's nowhere else to look. Hey. Hajime! I found them! You found them?
Damn it!
Yeah, a shit ton of bombs were piled up on top of each other. God damn, I didn't expect to find actual bombs. Where'd you find them? Near that stupid factory where the life-size Monokuma plushies are made. The plushie factory. Got it! I'll go tell Kazuichi and Akane. Can you tell Sony and Chiaki? Yeah, I got it.
Damn it.
We'll meet in front of the bombs later. Meet in front of the bombs. Wow, that's a death wish. Also, did Monami say they stole her box? That also sounded like Yabe kind of meaning. It's because it sounds like Mari's treasure box song, that's why. Fun fact, Monami's character in Japanese is Usami, which is very close to Usagi, which is Sailor Moon's Japanese name. I knew that it was Usami, I didn't realize it translated directly to Usagi, or was a close translation to Usagi. Man, the last time I watched Sailor Moon, though, was like... back when it's aired on Toonami. Every day, like, I think it was either 3 o'clock or 2:30. Watch the English version of Sailor Moon, followed by Dragon Ball Z. That was like, damn, at least 30 years ago. Damn, I'm old. But what's gonna happen after that? Will we be able to stop them? No, there's no point in thinking about that right now. I need to tell Sony and Chiaki about the bombs first. Sony should be at the central island, Chiaki should be at the third island. To the middle island, left side. Yes, that was so long ago. Yeah, I was in middle school at the height of Toonami. I was... the height of Jeez, what? How would you consider... When would you even consider the height of Toonami to be at? Because there's a lot of good stuff in Toonami. Throughout its entire history. Like when DBZ first did? Yeah, I was 5 or 6 years old, oh man. The only place on this island where bombs could probably be hitting is Jabberwock Park. If that's the case, maybe Sonia's switching there? Sonia! Oh, Sonia! Don't get lost. Saying about a treasure box of a girl can mean her virginity sometimes. See, I haven't listened to Treasure Box in a long time, so I don't remember what her song was about. Literally the only thing I ever remember about, oh. I did not realize the despair meter was that fucking high. Oh, that's on me. Should probably get rid of that poop. That's what I get for not paying attention to that. I even had Monokuma, dude. I had the Monokuma pet, and now I have to do it all over again. Okay, during the DBZ Androids... Oh, man. Did Toonami air the Trunk special? I don't remember. I hope I have enough water to get another Monokuma. Oh, that's weird. I don't see her anymore. Hey, Sonia! I'm right here!
Too bad.
Just kidding! It's only me!
Yes, indeed.
Hajime used Call Sonia, but nothing happened. What year did this game come out? Is this after or before Undertale? Sorry, not Undertale. Deltarune. This is the Deltarune line. Not an Undertale line. 2010, I think. That would have been before this. This is a Pokemon reference? See, I fell off the Pokemon fan boat after Gold and Silver. So I don't know about this one. Oh, I read this as a Pokemon reference. Yeah, what? And then literally the first thing I'm thinking of is a Undertale Deltarune reference. That tells you something. By the way, there's a cat camera in the corner, but I need to activate it and unactivate it because apparently it's kind of blurry. There we go. Now it's not blurry. This kind of phrase exists in every Pokemon game. You know what? That's true. But when I see nothing happen, I also think of Deltarune. Oh my god, I thought it was just a pic. Hi, kitty! Oh yeah, no, that's a cat camera. That cat camera has been a staple of the streams for a very long time now. Also, if you're talking to someone, we cannot hear them on stream. Oh. Super Tony, you see how your chat is down there? YouTube chat is right up there as well. On the side of me right there is Twitch chat. On top of me, and technically behind me, is YouTube chat. I stream to both platforms, so that everyone has a choice. You want to go watch on Twitch? You can watch on Twitch. You want to watch on YouTube? You can watch on YouTube. Wait, I just noticed the camera in the middle of the screen. I'm blind. Brian, there's no way. You've been watching all my Library of Ruina streams at this point. Surely you haven't not noticed that. Yeah, I'm reading his messages from here. Hi, Tony. See? They say hi. If I was smaller, then, you know, you would be able to see the chat better. I'm blind, Lamau. Cool, thank you. Yeah, I'm on mobile, so I didn't notice. Fair enough. Fair enough. Man, Twitch mobile, though? I can never get Twitch mobile to, like, work. When was there a cat stream cam added? This was my first time. Shut up, Shovel. You were there when I had the cat covenant. Do I still have that image of the cat covenant? I don't have the cat covenant. Well, actually, yeah, no, I don't know where the cat covenant would be. I know I have the picture still. Actually, wait, do I have the cat covenant still? I do have the cat covenant. Unfortunately, it's a little, yeah. Don't worry about it.
Surprise, motherfucker!
Thank you for following, Mr. Tony! Super Tony! Because she's already gone to a far place, huh? Just kidding! If you're looking for Sonia, she was walking around near the military base. The military base? The one on the final island? Did she already hear about the bombs? Is that why she went to the final island? But even so, there's no reason for her to be at the military base. Because the bombs were found at the plushie factory. I don't really understand, but I'll head over out there after I talk to Chiaki. Maybe she went to the base on her own without knowing anything about the bombs. Chiaki should be at the third island. Alright, let's go. That's odd. That is very odd. Was the third island on this side, or did I pass it? I could never... I swear to God, man, I wish I was, there it is. I wish I had the first-person view, because this 2D view, it doesn't work for me. Hmm? Near the music venue, is that... It is! It's Chiaki! The music venue? I don't know which side is the music venue. Oh, this is right. Hi, Chiaki. Hold on a minute. I need to feed a pet again. Annoyingly so. How many waters do I have? Just enough. Fuck. Exactly. Even had a hood and did the most bloodbath build I could. Wait until you find out that you can use range, what is it? Range attacks on that deck. It's kind of fun using it with, Shovel. Ba-dum-bum-ba-dum-bum. Can't believe I have to do the Monokuma thing all over again. That's all I wanted. Rage attacks? No, there are cards where you can use range attacks. I don't know if you have them yet, because I don't know what part of the game you're at right now. By the way, you know how the library stuff has, I'm sorry, the invitations let you pick, they have a path, right? Where you give them a book, you invite a certain team, right, in the line, right? You can do just general receptions, where you just pick one of the books you already own, and you can use that to invite a team. You'll get a different, there are 3 different general receptions. Good way for you to get, extra cards if you need them. Also, as Monami says, save often, save always. You know what's funny is I never save. I you know, initially, when I played Danganronpa 1, I thought this was gonna be like an Ace Attorney situation where you save before every decision. I have not been doing that at all. I only ever save when I'm ending the stream, at the intermission of a chapter, or when I get to the class trial. For some reason, I just don't save. And regrettably, I wish I did save more often, because I ran into the situation where I'm not going to be able to get the Monokuma dolls. I'm like, I have to play through the game again to get those Monokuma dolls. So I just asked somebody, I think it was Zyric who gave me the answer, what the hell you even get for it? Because I'm not going to get it on one playthrough. I have to do another one, and I have to do it perfectly. And lost 2 free time because of that. Oh, yeah. So that's another one. Super Tony, you never saw this one. We had 3 free times, right? I gave away 2 of them to Nagito, and Nagito did not, at all, give me a single hope fragment from 2 of them. It was such a goddamn shame, because I believe I was gonna use those instead to max out Fuyuhiko at the time, but now I'm down to 2 free times. Who would I have done at that point? I don't know. I probably would have gone for Akane at that stage. But now that I've liked Sonya a bit more, I probably would have gone for Sonya. Yeah, he's such a sack of shit, but I love how he's written. Good old Makoto 2.0 never ceases to amaze me. Chiaki, I've been looking for you. Huh? Huh?
What happened?
Don't respond so slowly, it's the bombs! We found the bombs! Hurry over to the plushie factory. Hey, are you listening? This is no time to space out.
Yep.
Ah, you're right, the bombs are bad, right? We gotta go to the plushie factory. Why are you acting so weird? I'll head over. At least be a little more nervous. Even in a situation like this, she moves at a snail's pace. Alright, I should head over to the final island and meet up with Sonya at the military base. That is suspicious, Chiaki. Like, extremely suspicious. And she has been, like, absolved of so much suspicion. Why now? Hey, did you know that Nagito Komada is an anagram of Makoto, whatever his last name was? Nayagi? It's kind of an anagram, but I think there's an extra letter or 2 in there. Which way's the final island? That was 3rd island? No, just go left. I'm sure we'll get to the final island if I just go left. Mr. Nayagi, Mr. Nayagi! I can't believe you survived Danganronpa 1, Mr. Nayagi! Why do I have a very strange feeling I'm about to pick up a dead Sonya here? Before I go to the plushie factory, I need to meet up with Sonya at the military base. Take a look at the Kamagachi. It's beginning to poop. And that's it. Of course, I go right and it takes me to the damn factory, so I skip the military base. Ay ay ay. I'm not feeling good about this. Oh, you want the poop to go up, right? Yes. I want them to at least get between 6 to 9 so I can get my Monokuma. Oh, thank God. Sonya, there she is! What is she doing in a place like this? Sonya? Looks like Sonia's digging around the back of that truck. Hey, what are you doing?
My,
Hajime, please do not startle me.
I am
Phew.
concerned.
I thought my heart was going to explode. Yeah, mine's been about to explode because I'm worried someone's gonna die soon. Explode? Anyway, what are you doing here? Weren't you searching the central island? I was, but there was something I needed to confirm here. Never mind that for now, we found them. What did you find? The bombs, obviously. They found the bombs at the plushie factory. Huh? The bombs are at the factory? Let's hurry over to the plushie factory. The others should already be there, too. Hey, what are you stalling for? If we don't hurry, it'll be too late.
You are right.
You are right, I understand. I shall make my way there shortly, so please go on without me. Huh?
I am sorry.
It is going to be fine. I will catch up with you soon. What is that? What happened between last week and this week? Hello? Why is everyone being suspicious? Got it. Then I'll start heading over. I don't know what Sonia wants to do, but there's no time to argue about it. I left Sonia for now and decided to go to the plushie factory first. Oh, the name Nagito Komada is an anagram for Makoto Naogi Da, which translates to I am Makoto Naogi in Japanese. Oh, so that I wasn't weirded out by the 2 extra letters then. It actually is a direct translation. But why is she even at the military base? I could just ask her later. Anyway, the bombs are the biggest priority. I should hurry over to the plushie factory. Because it's Danganronpa, everybody becomes suspicious out of nowhere for some reason. Imagine trying not to be suspicious for just a fucking minute, right? You want to know who the least suspicious person was in DR1? I think. I bet you could guess which one I'm going to say, too. Every other person I called suspicious, except for one person, who I just said I don't trust them. But it wasn't because of suspicion. Sayaka? Oh no. Sayaka, it was too early in the game for me to think about that. Yasuhiro? Yasuhiro was just a plain old dumbass. Who I kind of wish they actually stuck with him dying from the beta clip that I saw. That was very funny, by the way, that I thought I spoiled myself from the game from a Google search. Turns out it was just something from the beta build. The femboy? No, not them. By them, I mean Alter Ego and, Chiara. Chiara? Junko? No. Okay, this is gonna be funny. See, you also forgot the name. I forgot the name because I'm like, it's not Chiara, it's Chihiro, there we go, it was Chihiro. But no, it wasn't Chihiro I'm thinking of. The only person ever said who I was never suspicious of was Byakuya. Because he was literally in your face telling you this is what I'm gonna do. That's it. He was never quote-unquote suspicious, he was straightforward, direct, and a piece of shit. Still like them though. He was like the most grounded character next to Kyoko. Yasuhiro panicked, Aoi panicked, Toko panicked, Genocide Jack was just incredible. Makoto was Makoto. For me, he was the most suspicious on the second trial.
Huh?
Where's Sonia? I told her about the bombs, but she wouldn't listen to me. She said she'd catch up with us later.
Huh?
Later? Why? She should know that now isn't the time for that, but...
Well...
Can I go bring her? No.
Dumbass!
Do you really think there's time for that, you fucking dumbass? You're right, we need to stop the bombs first.
Damn it!
Alright, let's go. Oh, how bad could it be? We steeled our nerves and charged into that factory. Whoa! The first thing I noticed was the roaring engine of a nearby truck. A truck? Why? I have to ask everybody what they think
see.
first. You see? I was wondering where the sound was coming from, but it sounds like it was the engine. Oh. Using
What's
a
going
car to
on?
trigger it? That's smart. You're basically hooking up to the battery, which means what is your... What's the disarm trigger? What the heck? There's a truck inside a factory. Nagito had to drive this shit in here, right?
Damn right.
Look closely, the bombs are right in front of us. These are the bombs? Well, truck first. Disarm triggers to get this to get to the speed of 88 miles per hour. But where's it's supposed to be a DeLorean. There's a truck parked in the middle of the factory. A lot of dangerous looking objects are loaded on the bed of that truck.
Hey,
Those things on top of the bed. Is that it?
Damn it.
I don't know how powerful they are, or if they have enough power to blow up the entire island, but if there are that many, they must be extremely powerful. Did he really drive this truck and carry over all these bombs?
Damn it.
Kazuichi, can't you disarm these bombs? You're good at that kind of stuff, right? He's a mechanic, not a bomb specialist. I thought I could, but it looks like the engine's also acting as the detonator. Damn it, so that's why the engine is still running. The bombs are set up so when the engine stops running, the insulator will blow off and trigger the explosion. I don't care how it's built, can you disarm it or not? It's impossible, I don't have enough time. The main detonator was put inside this bulky metal box and welded shut. There's no way I can disarm it if I can't get this thing open. That's gonna take you a long time? That's not good. I mean, it's almost...
This is bad.
Yeah, noon. What if we use the tools at the military base?
Hey.
We don't have time for that. Well, Sonia might. The truck's engine is the detonator, right? Then can't we stall for time by adding gasoline? It's no use, the fuel cap has been welded on to... Motherfucker. Where the hell did Nagito come up with this plan? Yeah, who welds the fuel cap?
I'm gonna do it!
Then I'll just drive the truck into the sea. I'm pretty sure there's also a dead man switch. Not a dead man switch. A second trigger. One thing you have to give is Nagito is smart as fuck. Where the hell did he get that smart from? Did he get all that from Kyoko?
Bastard!
You can't! You don't even have a driver's license. That's not my main concern. Are you seriously gonna stop me? I thought your family was all about breaking the law.
Damn it!
But even that's impossible. There's a chain wrapped around the wheel. That's a problem. We can't disarm the bomb, stall for time, remove the truck. There's nothing we can do.
Hey.
Hey, check it out. Huh?
See?
There's some kind of machine on top of that metal box Kazuichi mentioned.
Huh?
The machine on top of the box. Oh, this? Looks like a card reader. Card reader? Maybe. We could disarm the bomb if we swipe the key card.
You serious?
What? Wait, that might be possible. Nagito wouldn't be able to disarm these bombs if he didn't leave some way of doing that, right?
Huh?
Maybe he never planned to disarm them from the start. No, I don't think that's it. Nagito was probably trying to make us do something here. What do you mean, something?
So...
Knowing Nagito, there's definitely some kind of theme to this, I think. A theme? That bastard probably would do something messed up like that.
All right!
Then we gotta find that.
Leave it to me.
Welcome back, Minimaru. We gotta find it! Nagito is trying to make us do something here. If that's true, what's he trying to make us do this time? I don't know, do we actually have an item that's related to that? Well, I mean, the first thing is, what's up with the laptop? There's a laptop on top of the stopped conveyor belt. This wasn't here the last time I came here, right? Obviously not.
How suspicious.
It looks suspicious. It might be good if we examine it thoroughly. Yeah, you're right. As soon as I touch the laptop... what is that word that I'm thinking of? Royalty-free Windows 10 or something? The Windows 10 sound effect? As soon as I touched the laptop, some kind of program began running all of a sudden, and almost immediately a video started playing. Dick.
Hello there.
Why, hello everyone! Great work! So, you really found the bombs, huh? Believing you was completely worth it. Nagito!
Perhaps
Looks like a video message from Nagito.
you pissed me off.
Video message? If he's got something to say, he can say it to our faces.
Hey, bastard.
Just hold on. For now, let's just watch this through to the end.
Now then.
Now that you guys have found the bombs, all you need to do is stop it. To tell you the truth, it's actually not that hard to do. You see, there's a card reader on top of the metal box. As long as you scan an e-handbook, it will disarm the bombs.
Leave it to me.
Alright, if that's the case, then don't just leave it to me. However,
Well...
it won't work with just any student handbook. If you want to disarm that bomb, you have to use the trader's student handbook. Huh? He knows there's a trader? To be honest, I found out who the trader was after secretly monitoring everyone's activity. But I was a little annoyed that they never came forward. Though, if things stay this way, it'll look like I lost, right? That's why I was thinking I should have another battle. So this is gonna be your last chance, trader. What are you gonna do? Everyone's life depends on you. Whether or not you save them is up to you. Now then, I wonder how this is gonna end. Will the trader's identity finally be revealed? And with that, the video ended. The trader's student handbook?
Don't tell me...
So that's it. This was also a trap to weed out the traitor.
Hey!
Is there seriously a traitor? If there is, they should have come forward already. I mean, their life is in danger too, you know? That's true, but...
Yo!
Stop whining and complaining. We should do it one at a time.
You...
Don't be stupid. What if someone besides the traitor uses their handbook?
Hey.
It's really stupid to be fighting over something like this. And so, with an annoyed expression on her face, Chiaki walked over to the bombs without saying a word. Took her handbook out of her pocket. Huh? And without hesitating, swiped the card reader. Looks like it was wrong.
See?
Who's next?
Hey!
What are you doing? If you make a mistake, the bombs might blow up.
You think so?
But they didn't.
Hey!
That's just a fluke. Don't act so careless in a situation like this. I love him. He's such a sociopath. Nagito is... Are we sure that's sociopath, or is that, like, I don't know, bipolar or something? Right now, it feels like it's bipolar.
Anyway...
Nagito needs some meds. Like he would take them. Well, I guess Chiaki's not the traitor. I don't think the traitor would have swiped their handbook right away like she did. So what are we gonna do? Who wants to try next?
Hey!
Like I said, don't act so careless. Swiping the wrong card might be saved. But only once, you know?
Huh?
Hey, what happened?
Well...
Nothing. I might just be overthinking it, but the engine somehow sounds... Just then, Kazuichi's face turned pale as he rushed over to the truck. And then as he tilted his head toward the engine, he suddenly shouted, "It's out of gas!" That means it's running on fumes.
What'd you say?
Huh? What's gonna happen if there's no gas? I already told you, it's gonna blow! But isn't it too soon? I mean, there's still time until noon.
Are you kidding me?
Did Nagito miscalculate?
You serious?
Miscalculate? Arg, if you're gonna set us up, at least get your calculations right, damn it!
Damn it.
At least Monokuma knows how to keep a schedule. I don't think Nagito matches the exact criteria for either bipolar disorder or sociopathy going by DSM-5. If we're going by DSM-5, psychotic doesn't matter. No, psychotic doesn't work. Irregardless, autism is fine. ADHD? Questionable. Manic? He's got manic. Or he's got mania. Yeah, he's manic. He's definitely manic. God, there's so many different things I can think of when it comes to DSM-5, and my brain is blanking on all of them.
Are you serious?
Hey, can't we do anything about it? Is there something we can do? Yeah, there's one thing we can do.
Huh?
What is it? What do we have to do?
Damn it!
Pray.
Are you kidding me?
What? Are you fucking serious? Then we should run. Yeah, run where? If Nagito said it would destroy the entire island, where are you gonna run? Those words, we started sprinting away. And that's when it happened.
It is alright. It is not a bomb.
Huh? Step 1, panic. Nagito does self-degradation, has obsessive behavior about hope. Yes, thank you. Obsessive, compulsive disorder, right? That was one of them I'm thinking of. Couldn't remember the damn name, though. It would have to be ADHD. A specific ADHD, though. Right now I'm looking up Google DSM-5. I'm never gonna find it. My best bet would be he has a genuine mental problem. No doubt about that. So it's not a bomb? Huh? All of a sudden, the inside of the factory began overflowing with dazzling light.
Huh?
There are fireworks? What the hell is this? Looks like they're fireworks. Fireworks? While we stood there dumbfounded, the fireworks slowly decreased their intensity. And eventually...
Oh my.
This means... It wasn't a bomb?
Huh?
What the heck? I mean, Nagito said... So, it is just as I thought. As you thought?
Hey.
Hey everyone, look over there. The laptop looks like it's playing another video. Is it Nagito again? We immediately rushed over to the laptop. So, were you surprised? Seriously, think about it. Do you really think there are enough bombs to blow up an entire island? I mean, there's a big old bomb in Jabberwock Park, supposedly. Even if there were, a guy like me would never be able to use them.
Damn it!
Damn it, so it was all a bluff. Then, what was that bomb he detonated at the hotel? Nagito went to the octagon inside the funhouse, right?
Don't tell me.
Is that where he got that bomb? He really actually smuggled a bomb out? That's funny. My best bet... Wait, I already read that. Why do I feel like there's a missing chat? I love him. But it definitely wasn't strong enough to blow up an island. Nagito was lying about that.
You pissed me off.
Is he still watching us from somewhere? If he's not, then how did he time his message so perfectly? No, it looks like the video was set to play after the explosion by a wireless signal from the detonator. I had a feeling. But why did he have to use a video message? That's the one thing I don't get.
Hey.
Let's think about that after you've watched the whole thing. You're right.
Hey.
Imagine if we repeat comments just to mess with you. You could mess with me pretty damn well. Probably because you kind of ignored my messages. Did I? Oh, I did. More like psychopath, to be honest. Sociopath can't socialize properly, but psychopaths can very easily be honest, and they usually plan things out. They're also master manipulators, too, right? Isn't that one of the things? If this was the real world, Nagito's beliefs would be about his luck, hope, despair dichotomy. Thing would be considered a delusion, but he could be considered psychotic. I wonder if a therapist, or someone who knows they're like a psychology major, right? I wonder if they could actually diagnose Hajime, or, you know, Makoto. So, how did it go? Did the traitor come forward? If I had to guess, well, I'd say they didn't, right? If so, which is it? It'd make me very happy if you guys could tell me. I'll be at the warehouse next door waiting for your answer. From there, we'll compare our answers, and I'll let you know who the traitor really is. See you later. The warehouse next door? Huh? That's where Nagito is?
I won't forgive
This
you.
time, I'll make sure to beat the crap out of him.
That's right.
Then I'll deliver the final blow and smash his head in with the wrench. Jesus, you guys.
Jeez.
You bastards, what are you saying?
Bastard!
You guys can just beat the shit out of him because I'm the one who's gonna fucking kill him. They're so pissed at him. You guys, you've totally flipped your lids. Now's not the time to be calm. We need to stop him. Even Hajime isn't on this. He does show signs of empathy and goodwill, so you can't really qualify as a psychopath. Okay, but there's the thing. Psychopaths can fake that behavior. That's another problem. So he could still be classified as a psychopath. But to fake it to such an extent? That's questionable.
That is an order.
You're right. Let us make haste. Are you still in here, Chiaki? Chiaki, I can't believe you actually swiped your card. I mean, it's great that they didn't blow up, but shouldn't you have been more cautious?
Well,
But isn't it better than letting them explode? Well, that's true. At least we know for sure that Chiaki isn't the traitor. If she was the traitor, then she wouldn't have attempted that in the first place.
I think.
More importantly, we should hurry up and catch up with the others, I think. Yeah, you're right. If we leave them alone, they might actually kill Nagito. God, I'm so dumb. Nagito, professional troll. There's casual trolls, there's 4chan Reddit trolls, and then there's fucking Nagito, who's on a league on his own. Also, a psychopath can have friends. They just don't feel emotions or do anything without having a logical reason to. And making friends is actually a good reason. Now, here's another question. Assumingly this is, Makoto, right? How did he go from Makoto at the end of Chapter 7, DR1, to Nagito, Chapter 1, to this, Chapter 5? Can you get, what? No. Can you be diagnosed with psychopathic tendencies substantially later? Is that something that can happen? I feel like that's something that doesn't happen. Because he definitely had emotions in DR1, so... Or she used somebody else's handbook? I'm gonna trust that Chiaki's not a traitor. For the love of God. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna beat the crap out of him. Hey, I totally know how you feel, but calm down.
Wait.
Shut up! Huh? Everyone's feet came to a grinding halt. Their red, angry faces instantly transformed into a look of caution. Akane, what is it?
Huh.
Can you hear something? It's coming from the other side of this door. The other side of this door? As I listened carefully, I could make out a soft sound coming from inside the warehouse. Music? What's he planning? Is this another one of Nagito's traps?
Huh?
Maybe the moment we open the door, a real bomb is gonna go kaboom.
Now then.
Alright, let's open it and find out.
Huh?
Please do not, Akane. It is dangerous.
Yo,
It's fine. I'll open it slowly. No, that's not the problem.
leave it to me.
Seriously, it'll be fine. Those words, Akane brushed off everyone's warnings and slowly opened the door to the warehouse. I mean, you need to have friends sometimes. True. That can happen. Some people spent their life without even knowing. I didn't know I was so horribly depressed until I got Zoe. You can't be sure somebody is a psychopath until they are adults because technically speaking, all kids are functionally speaking psychopaths. Thanks, my fear of kids just go to a good reason to exist. This is why I don't interact with kids. Usually. You can only be diagnosed with ASPD, an umbrella diagnosis that includes psychopathy, after you're 18, at least in the US, but typically psychopaths show signs as children that you can notice. I guess the specialist can notice it. I will never notice something like that. By the way, it's been an hour. Drink some water. With those words, Akane brushed off everyone's warnings and slowly opened the door to the warehouse. What, it's locked?
Huh?
Huh? It's not opening? Is there something blocking the door? I can barely open it.
Hey!
I knew it, it's a trap. Seriously, just stop it, okay?
Yeah.
Didn't I tell you it'll be fine? I just gotta use a little more force.
What?
What happened to opening it slowly? Akane ignored their protest, and with a mighty kick, the door flew open. Damn, girl. Instinctively, we tensed our bodies and braced ourselves. But...
Huh?
What's this? What happened?
Yo.
Look inside.
It sure is dark.
Looks like there aren't any lights on. Is Nagito really in here?
The inside of the warehouse felt even darker because our eyes were still used to the bright sunlight outside. Within that darkness, a loud hymnal blazed throughout the warehouse at full volume.
Hey, do you guys hear something?
Yeah, it's really damn loud. Does Nagito like listening to this depressing crap?
No, I'm not talking about the music.
And as if on cue, it suddenly started. A fucking fire? Huh?
It's on fire!
A fearsome blaze suddenly began dancing inside the dark warehouse, like fire wings spreading before us.
Whoa! What's going on?
For now, we must extinguish these flames. Let us hurry and put them out.
Hey!
But how are we supposed to put this fire out? There should be fire extinguishing supplies inside the factory break room. Perhaps we should use those? That's odd. Why is it on fire? You did see the Monokuma stuff on the floor, right? I saw them at least.
Damn it.
Got it. Let's head to the break room. After listening to Sonia, we ran into the factory. You know I'm gonna talk to everybody, right? Fire be damned. We talk to everybody. Now's not the time to bullshit around. Nah, it's perfectly a good time to bullshit around. If you don't hurry, the fire's gonna spread to the factory.
Huh?
What's going on? First a bomb, now a fire?
Well?
The break room is just beyond this door. There should be fire extinguishing supplies in there. Oh, I missed a Chiaki. No! The break room is here, right? Chiaki, no! She probably had the same damn thing to say to me. This is the first time I've been in here, by the way. Where are the fire extinguishing supplies? Hi, they're right there. In case you were wondering about that. This is such a weird angle, by the way. A huge supply of lined up plastic bottles. It looks like some kind of liquid inside them.
Everyone!
You found it! Those are fire grenades? Fire on that side, their best bet is just evacuate. Especially if it's a plushie factory. That shit's gonna go up in flames instantly. Fire grenades? They're basic fire extinguishing goods. When you throw them in a fire, the container breaks and the chemical inside puts out the fire. I want a fucking fire grenade.
It is strange, no?
But this is strange. The last time I peeked inside this place, I recall seeing other fire extinguishing supplies too.
Hey!
There should be plenty. Let's hurry up and go back to the warehouse. We grabbed all the fire grenades and rushed back to the warehouse. See, when I think of fire grenades, I think of Borderlands fire grenades. Singularity, no, Lob Singularity Cluster Grenade. That's what I think of. Make sure you don't get too close to the fire, it's dangerous.
Then...
Take care not to inhale the smoke as well. We should throw the grenades from the door at the same time.
Damn it!
Looks like the curtain in the back is burning up. I just have to aim for that, right?
I'm gonna do it!
Alright, let's go! We aimed for the curtain in the back and threw all the fire grenades one after the other. But... Hey, is it just weird?
Me? Or does it feel like the fire's not going out at all?
Nope. The curtain absorbed the impact of the thrown grenades, which fell on the floor and shattered. They were completely ineffective in extinguishing the burning curtain.
Does it not seem like the fire is intensifying?
Time to get the fuck out. Where the hell's the sprinkler system? Monokuma, you were in charge of that.
If the fire continues to rise, it will inflame the ceiling.
This is bad. We've already used up all the fire grenades.
What are we gonna do? All we can do now is pray for rain!
Just don't be stupid. There's no way it'll conveniently start raining if we pray for it. It's raining?
There it is. Monokuma does not concern himself with fire safety or any kind of safety, but he's in charge of the students' protection.
So this is the power of the Japanese Terra.
Not gonna question
That's
it.
not it. It looks like the sprinkler's activated.
There it is.
Oh, the sprinklers. They must have detected the smoke and turned on.
Water continued to vigorously pour out of the sprinklers. So, what triggered the damn fire? Also, what happened to Nagito? And after a while, the fire in the warehouse was completely extinguished. Looks like the fire's out. That is a relief.
Damn it!
The hell! Man, my merch is drenched. It got splattered with water and now it's soaked. You weren't even worried about it burning? A little bit too late for the sprinkler activation. That shit should have instantly activated the moment any smoke went up. It's so wet.
Hey.
Hey, is it okay to look inside now?
Just a minute.
Huh? Time out! Time out! You can't! Nuh-uh! No way! Why can't we go inside?
Hey!
Smoke and hazardous gas are still spread throughout the warehouse, so it's gotta ventilate for a while.
Well, yeah.
Well, I guess you're right. It'd be a problem if we breathed in any lingering smoke. You know how quickly that smoke would knock you down? So for the sake of your health, please wait for just a little while. While you're waiting, why don't you check out the Monokuma Theater I've freshly prepared? No. Oh. Yeah, I never seen one IRL, but the ones I saw in videos always activate to any slight amount of smoke. Sometimes doesn't even need to have fire. Yeah, sometimes... This is gonna sound really funny when I mention this, but sometimes, my mom's husband closes the door to the bathroom, right? And he ends up taking really hot showers. As soon as he opens the door, the fucking steam from the shower, from the closed bathroom, ends up triggering the fire alarm. I always fucking tell him to leave the damn door open a little bit so that the steam doesn't just pile up in there. But no, he never fucking listens. He never, ever fucking listens. And now I'm even more mad about the door to the bathroom because something about the door to the bathroom changed, and now it closes way too fast. So whenever I go to the bathroom, I give it a light tap to close it, the damn thing closes all the way. And I'm like, no, I don't want it to close all the way, please. I want it to be open a little bit so that the hot air gets somewhere to go, because our ceiling fan inside the bathroom is a piece of shit. Everything is a lie. Monokuma doesn't exist. The Monokuma Theater doesn't exist, thank God. Everything is fiction. There's no meaning whatsoever. There's no relationship whatsoever. Everything was made. Monokuma can't be found anywhere. What are you doing here anyway? You told us to watch!
Yes, indeed!
Yes! Now that the Monokuma Theater is over, I'm sure it's finished ventilating by now.
Phew.
Also, I'm finally starting to feel better. Just because my important merch was ruined doesn't mean I should be depressed about it forever. Whenever I feel depressed, I always ask myself this question.
But hold on!
Why are your eyes on the front? Why are our eyes on the front? To be honest with you, I would bathe on cold water on a 3 Celsius, but wouldn't let the door open. Isn't that, like, extremely cold, though? I'm talking about extremely hot, man. I mean, this guy pumps up the hot water. A lot. Anyway, why are your eyes in the front?
I got it!
So, we can move forward. Don't be sad about what's already happened and be positive. We get it already.
Jeez.
Enough of your bullshit.
I'll leave the rest to you!
Thank you, Monokuma. Ah, I turned on the light for you guys, too. You might hurt yourself if it's too dark.
Here!
No, now, go ahead. Go right ahead. Ahead!
Perhaps.
Is Nagito inside? He said he was in the video message. He said he was in his video message, but he probably escaped by now. There was so much fire and smoke, and I thought I'd finally get to beat the crap out of him this time.
Hey.
Well, why don't we go inside and see how it's doing?
You...
Hajime, what happened? Well, nothing happened, but... I don't know why. My heart is racing and won't settle down. I'm scared. As if an intense malice is about to stab me. Stab me through my whole body. And I can't even budge. Feels like everything was too late. Why do I feel this anxious? I don't know, maybe because you're about to get stabbed and I might lose Hajime as the main character, and it's gonna be Makoto as my main character. Hajime, you go first. I, need to tie my shoes. Bitch.
Anyway.
We defined the front to be the direction our eyes are pointing. Yeah, but what if your eyes are like a spider eye, where you have the two on the side? Where's front at that point? Well, we should go inside for now. We need to find out what caused the fire.
Well?
Nagito said he'd be waiting for us in the warehouse. By now, he's probably escaped. But there's only one entrance to this warehouse, you know? Did you see him leaving? No, I didn't. But he might have escaped while we left to get the fire grenades. In fact, he might have been gone before the fire even happened. That might be true, but... Chiaki, does she feel the same anxiety I'm feeling?
Damn it.
What I mean is that I would bathe on cold water just to not have problems with steam in the house. But would not let the door be open while I bathe. Oh, I still keep the door open even if it's cold water. But I also don't take baths, so... There's that. I just do showers. Nagito probably started it anyway.
You pissed
Damn it,
me
the next
off.
time I see him, I'll beat the crap out of him. Everyone wants to beat the crap out of Nagito.
Strange, no?
I do not believe there is anything inside the warehouse that could start a fire. So why did the warehouse catch fire? I don't know, but we gotta find out. We gotta find a Nagito. Anyway, let's go inside. Good afternoon, Molten. Though for me, it's evening. Oh, bath and showers are different. What? Yes, they're different. A charred odor permeated through the warehouse. The air was so heavy that it was hard to breathe. The moment I set foot inside the warehouse, a mixture of bewilderment, anxiety, and fear overtook me at once.
It smells...
Something smells.
Hey!
It's not me.
I am sorry!
I am terribly sorry.
You serious?
Huh? Miss Sonia, say it ain't so! No, not that. It's like a smell I've never smelled before.
Like...
Well, it makes sense that there are strange smells when a bunch of different things were burned.
Hey.
Hey everyone, did you know about that curtain? You mean the curtain that was on fire, right? What do you mean, no?
See?
I didn't notice it until the curtain was burning, but there's a space on the other side of it, too. When I looked over where Chiaki was pointing, there was still space beyond the burned, tattered curtain. Also, I apologize for not reading the chat as well as I have been. Man, I think I might actually be getting, like, slightly sick. Because I haven't reclaimed my energy since the start of the stream. What? Change all the bath, I said the shower. Oh. And here I thought you took a bath, Zyrek. I was gonna be like, hey, a bath is respectable. You can pour Epsom salt into the tub. And get a pretty nice, like, comfortable, not so much a sleep, but, like, it's a comfortable bath at that point. Or, you know, you could do a bath bomb. It's alright. Oh no, I hope you get better. Dude, I don't know if I am getting sick or if I'm just like... if the weather change is affecting me that poorly. There's no bath in here, at least not common. So you guys have standing showers then, not bathtubs? Or at least you do? Or like, what's common over in Brazil? There was a space beyond the burned, tattered curtain. The only bath here is on pools. That doesn't really count, though. I definitely smell something. What is this smell? I didn't notice it until the curtain was burning, but there's a space on the other side of it, too. It might be better if we check it out, right? Do we have to? What a mess. Well, I don't feel sorry about it since the only things that got burned were Monokuma merch. But I want a Monokuma plushie!
For sure.
I see, so there was a space beyond the curtain. I had no idea.
Oh my.
Yeah, it's an electric shower, by the way. Electric showers are nice, even though they're electric showers? Explain. I don't think I've ever heard of an electric shower. That smell was Miss Sonia? Seriously? I guess princesses, you know, do that too. My mind is blown. What are you, a child? What is he even talking about at that point? Back of the warehouse! I walked toward the burned, tattered curtain with slow, methodical steps. I never experienced such an oppressive atmosphere before, and I couldn't help holding my breath. And then on the other side of the curtain, I saw the true source of the intense malice that I had been feeling. Huh? Whoa! Whoa, they did not give him any fucking mercy. Holy shit. Holy shit, dude. I don't think Nagito signed up for this one. How would they have had the time? I set up my hot tub to bathe in now, best way to get cleaned up. I bet. We had a hot water with showers with an electric system. If they install it wrong, you can get shocks from it. Huh? That doesn't sound safe. Phew! One loose end is tied. Woo! Nagito's dead, but I am someone had to have done this. Because this is not a thing Nagito could have done by himself. But also, look at his face. Someone actually did go and kill him. And really set it up. Like, they were actually crucifying the dude. I had no idea what I was looking at. By the time I realized I was looking at the remains of Nagito Kamada, the ultimate lucky student, time had already stopped. Damn. That's a brutal way to go. We live in Brazil, man. What even is the concept of safety? Where the hell's your OSHA? That face, did he finally feel despair? Yes, he did. Eventually the shock finally registered with me. A numb feeling spread from the center of my brain almost instantly. Nagito is dead. Well, there goes Makoto. I honestly thought he was gonna be with us, like stuck with us for the entire duration. Even when I saw this before me, I wasn't able to comprehend that reality yet.
Huh?
Electricity heats up a piece of metal, water wears in it, it gets hot, then it's released. Maybe our showers are electric showers, but now I'm not even sure. That piece of metal can get destroyed if the water flow is interrupted by other means other than stopping the shower. Can you compare those to American pipes really quick and tell me if it's the exact same thing?
What?
I was really certain he wasn't gonna scream. I was certain she wasn't gonna scream.
What?
What's going on here?
Are you serious?
Is he really dead? He's not pretending to be dead, is he? Akane. Giant spear through stomach. Knife on hand. Multiple slash wounds. I don't know what other proof you need, girl. Don't you have, like, water heaters or something? I don't know, for some reason, when Llama tells me this, I'm looking at that like... I mean, that sounds exactly like how we have it over here in the States, but for us, we have, like, a giant... Specifically, a giant... thing? Yeah, basically a giant water heater. 28 stab wounds. I mean, it's Nagito, you know? Even Akane thinks he's playing dead. That's right, it's Nagito. He always messed with us. He always tried to confuse us. That's why. I can't believe it. Nagito ended up in such a cruel state. Nagito is dead. Deep down, I believed that when the killings finally ended, I'd never see this guy again. I never expected I'd be looking at Nagito's body like this. You know what's ridiculous is that it was... If Danganronpa 1 was gonna go down like a crazy route with that crazy whatever, like, what, their plan or something, right? We could have had a situation where Makoto was one of the deaths very easily. And this could have been less canon, like this. Get the plot armor there. Makoto doesn't have that plot armor anymore. And all his secrets died with him, too. Nagito probably thought the same thing. I couldn't help seeing it in his dead, frightened face. But on this island, unbelievably abnormal occurrences happen all the time. Even Nagito couldn't escape that truth. But even something as small as that... A body has been discovered! You have a plot stab now?
A body has been discovered! Now then, after a certain amount of time has passed, the class trial will begin!
Don't tell me.
The body discovery announcement? Then it's for real.
Hey!
Then Nagito is really dead?
Damn it.
It's not just that he's dead. If the body discovery announcement was made, does that mean Nagito was killed? Killed?
That's right.
Plus, it's one of us. I mean, that's what it means, right? One of us killed Nagito? One of us killed him so brutally? Then it's gonna start again? Huh? The class trial is gonna start soon, right? Then...
Of course.
Yes, we gotta do it. We gotta find out find out who Nagito's killer is. Hold on a second. We are really getting down in the numbers, aren't we? One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's only 6 people left now. Makoto, Byakuya, Aoi, Toko, Yasuhiro. Is that it? That was all we had left. Kyoko, that's 6. Oh man, we really got down to numbers, didn't we? We're at the same stage as chapter 5, but that class trial was, I forgot the name of the girl. Oh, talking about water. My mini fridge just went up and broke me not realizing it. And water from the freezer melted, just water everywhere all over the floor. My fiance almost slipped because of it. Are you gonna give your fiance some workers' compensation? I think he put the big long rod in the wrong area. Ooh. Where is it supposed to go, Tony? Where? Yep, we gotta do it. We gotta find out who Nagito's killer is.
Hey!
No matter who you guys sacrifice, you're determined to survive and leave this island, right?
Shing!
The time for action is now. So, allow me to give you the familiar Monokuma Hold it right there.
Damn it!
What? Don't get in my way like that. I was about to whip out the Monokuma file in such a cool way.
You stupid brother!
Shut up! I can't stand this anymore.
Got it?
How much longer are you going to keep putting them through this? No more. I won't let you. I'll make sure I pulverize your evil intentions.
Hey!
Say something.
What's this?
Oh, now I remember who you are. You're Monami. You just now noticed?
Lie.
Anyway, Monami, if you're gonna talk about my intentions, why don't you talk about yours first? Huh? What are your intentions anyway? Why are you keeping everyone cooped up on this island? I'm sure everyone here wants to know too, you know. What? No fair! You're shutting up too!
Please wait!
Enough already! We already have enough to deal with concerning Nagito. Please do not say anything else that will confuse us.
Hey,
Anyway, let's begin. Huh? But...
this is just...
I mean, in the end, we still have to do it, right? As long as a killing happens, we can't do anything about it, right? We have no choice but to do it, right? Besides, it's our fault that we couldn't even prevent it. I know, that's the only way we can survive, right?
Nice!
Looks like you kids are way more well-behaved than Monami. Don't fuck with me, we're tired of this too, you know. That's why I'll definitely make sure to finish this for good this time.
This is kind of
Does that mean you guys are getting bored of this school trip?
Actually...
Don't worry, the end is near. Huh? The end?
What's the matter?
Don't make a face like a pig that's about to become bacon. You've already noticed it, right? Yeah, that thing. Well, I'm off to work now. Take care. Bye, Molten. Well, it doesn't seem like it has a flared base. It does have a flared base if you count the pointy tip. I had never seen them saying water before. Have a good work, Molten. Yeah! Anything can work. The meaning behind that Monokuma timer. I guess there's only 2 days left, huh? I'm gonna drink some water, hold on. Zoe! I got a long cat. When that timer reaches 0, 2 days from now, what will happen to us? The killing school trip will be over.
Hey!
If this will finally be over,
You serious?
does that mean we can go home?
What are you gonna do?
Don't count your bears before they've hatched. There's still something you gotta do before that, right? So, once again...
The Monokuma file!
Yay.
Phew!
You guys need to find out who Nagito's killer is and survive the class trial. If this ends here, there won't be an afterward at all.
Do your best.
Wait! I won't forgive you.
I mean, I don't even need to change up. I don't even need to read that dialogue there. That was perfect. What do you guys think? If the school trip is nearly at an end, it's safe to think we can go home, right?
But still...
Kazuichi, I understand how you feel, but we need to focus on Nagito's case first.
Damn it!
Even if we can go home, it'll be the end for us if we screw up here.
Alright!
Then let's hurry up and solve Nagito's case so we can all go back home.
However...
It is nice to think everyone can go home, but that is impossible, right? I mean, someone in this room killed Nagito. There's a killer among us. The weight of those words began to sink into me, again. For the 5th time. On this school trip. That was true of the previous cases, but was it really true this time? No matter how much I tried, I couldn't believe it. Because the victim was Nagito? Because his death was so abnormally cruel? I'm not gonna put it past them. Among Us. Among Us. Rah! No, it wasn't just that. There was something more to it than that. And whatever it was stuck inside me. Oh wow, just going straight into it, okay. First, we need to look at the Monokuma file. The victim is Nagito Kamada. The body was discovered inside the warehouse near the Monokuma plushie factory. Oh wow, his birthday was actually recent. The estimated time of death is believed to be noon sharp. At the time of the fireworks? Not only is there a spear stabbed into his stomach, there are multiple stab wounds on each of his thighs. Furthermore, there's a laceration on his left arm and a knife impaled through his right hand. That is fucked up. What a tragic situation. Just reading this is making me depressed.
Huh?
Is there something wrong with this Monokuma file? Again, but what's wrong with it? Not only is there a spear stabbed in his stomach, there are multiple stab wounds on each of his thighs. Furthermore, there's a laceration on his left arm and a knife impaled through his right.
Yep.
It's definitely weird. Well, I guess we'll find out if I look around. That's what the investigation is for. Don't worry or form conclusions on your own. That makes me more worried than I should. We can discuss it later. Right now is our only chance to investigate. So we should investigate first.
See?
If we don't, there won't be anything better, or there won't be anything for us to discuss. Oh, I guess you're right. Then let's start with the area surrounding Nagito's body. I should start with the back of the warehouse. Since the curtain blocked most of the water, this area wasn't affected by the sprinklers that much. Thanks to that, I could properly investigate Nagito's body, thank God. I never thought I'd have to investigate Nagito's body. He probably didn't expect to end up like this either. It still is a brutal death, though, when you look at it. Also, what is up with this plush toy that's got a fucking impalement as well? Monokuma's dead! There's blood coming out of his stomach! Hey. No response, he's dead, Jim. That shouldn't have been as funny as it was. Just kidding, I'm not dead. Is this one of the life-size plushies that were being produced at this factory? If you're mistaking a plushie for me, then there's something wrong with you. You're a stuffed animal too. Don't put oversized garbage there, it's so misleading.
What the heck?
What are you calling oversized garbage? Could this be one of Monokuma's tricks? Then why'd he do it? Making a hole like it got stabbed and going to the trouble of dirtying the hole with blood? Did he try to imitate Nagito's body or something?
What are you saying?
I had nothing to do with that. Huh?
You're so evil.
He's probably lying. Seriously, you're always lying. You should just die like that plushie over there. Monokuma and a sense of humor. Don't kill the plushie.
What's this?
You seem more pissed than usual these days, Monami, but you better watch what you say. If I feel like it, I can wipe you out easily, you know. Okay, I won't give in to your threats. I'll fight you until the very end.
I can't lose.
I will definitely take back the seat of world supremacy for Monokuma. Looks like those annoyances are gone. Anyway, if it wasn't Monokuma's trick, then who did this? Did the killer have done this? If so, is this Nagito's blood? I have no idea how this connects to the incident. Neither do I! Especially because it's kind of strange where it is, relative to where the hell Nagito is dead at. Ah, there's a lot of shit here. Looks like a bunch of the plastic bottles, remnants of plastic, are scattered all over the place. It's probably the grenade! Fire in the hole! Water in the hole? Those fire grenades are that we used to put out the fire. Well, they weren't actually that useful in the end. They did nothing. Fuck all nothing. I hope an actual fire grenade is way more useful than that. The fire was only extinguished thanks to the sprinklers. Pining arms, rolls of the back streets, transpierced Book of Nagito. Surely there's gotta be other cards out there that are Nagito related. Well, nevertheless, this evidence really isn't all that strange. Should add it to the truth bullets, though. Ah, it's an oil lighter. This is where the curtains would have been hanging. It also looks like the fire did extensive damage here. If the oil lighter was placed here,
Just kidding.
Ah, an oil lighter. Someone probably wanted to keep warm.
Bring it on.
It's the most foolish thought. This is clearly the cause of the fire.
Well,
Oil lighters can continue to burn after someone lets go of them.
which means...
Wait, what? But that... Oh man, this is gonna get confusing. I can already tell. So, using that, the curtain was set on fire. Using the oil lighter, huh? Do you think the killer set up some sort of trick with it?
You are right.
The killer probably planned to destroy evidence by setting this warehouse on fire. They caused a fire to destroy evidence? That's the only reason I can think of why a killer would set fire to their crime scene, but... It mattered for Gundam's killing and for Makan's, but it looks like it's different this time. It doesn't matter this time. What doesn't matter?
So...
The time! Looks like the time doesn't matter. It was clearly written in the Monokuma file the time of death was noon sharp. If it was at noon, what were we doing at that time? Looking at fireworks? What were we doing? Well, right now it's...
It's time.
It's 12:30 p.m. Yeah, fucking Mini Mario. So it also has a clock function. Then that means Nagito died 30 minutes ago. Huh? It happened that recently? He's totally a fresh kill. Fresh seems like a bad way to describe it, but also everyone was with us at that time. The only persons who wasn't with us at that moment was Sonia, but I'm not gonna blame Sonia because she's the one who found out about the fireworks, technically. So who could have done it? Akane is like the easiest choice. The next easiest choice would be Kazuichi. I don't know about Fuyuhiko, though. The implications of a time called noon sharp means that exists a noon dole time. Yeah, you want to know what time noon dole is? It's at that specific hour that's before brunch, but after lunch. If it happened 30 minutes ago, was it around the time we were struggling with the bombs? You're right, those fake bombs were originally supposed to explode at noon.
Alright!
Which means whoever doesn't have an alibi for that time is Nagito's killer. But this could be like when Nekomaru died, the killer could have also used some kind of automatic setup. Also, the crime looks very detailed, so they would have needed time to prepare.
Alright!
Then whoever doesn't have an alibi before we found the bombs is suspicious. That's... what? 3 people? 4 people, maybe? Wait, none of us have an alibi for that time. That's when we all split up to search for the bombs. Yeah, that's the problem. That's a big problem. I'm not freaking out about it like Kazuichi, but I definitely can't stop thinking about it. When the Monokuma timer reaches 0 2 days from now, what's gonna happen? Huh? What's gonna happen?
That's obviously
This rotten school trip is gonna end, right? We can finally go back home. It can't be that simple. I said it as a joke, but what the fuck, it actually exists? I'm fairly certain it actually does exist. That's so funny. I don't feel like being Cal right now. I just feel like being her for... I don't know. You guys remember my birthday stream? Where I had 3 soju bottles, right? Right now, I feel like I've had 1.5 soju bottles. With how I'm feeling. So I feel like I'm slowing the hell down a lot. And I feel I feel sluggish. Everything feels meh. I can't pick up the energy anymore. Like I've been talking on a low, this is low energy Falky we're talking about right now. 3 bottles? It wasn't all at once. I feel slur. Luck. I was about to say I feel slut. That's what I was about to say. And then I was like, I feel slur. And I'm like, that came out. I'm like, that's not the right word. But yeah, no, Villager, during the birthday stream last month, I had 3 bottles of soju. That was like at the tail end of that 10-hour stream or something. The first 2 bottles, I feel fine, right? That 3rd bottle, though, I don't ever go for the 3rd bottle. But I was like, it's my birthday, why not, right? If you go look at my stream, at the last, like, 2 hours of it, you can see how I'm acting on that 3rd bottle. It was very funny. I even still remember what I did after the stream ended. I was still awake for a good while, and I went to go talk to, 2 friends. I went to go talk to Nemi and Expert. Nemi and Expert were confused as to why I sounded so damn cute on the 3rd bottle of soju. And the other friend, she was just giggling a storm because I was just, like, bubbly. And laughy and giggly. Don't worry, Thaf, we all feel slur sometimes. Yeah, today, man. I hope I feel better tomorrow with the Ruina. Carefree till the end. Does that mean you don't think that'll happen?
Well, yeah.
Monokuma might be planning to make us do something after the countdown ends.
Hey!
What do you mean, something?
Shut up!
He's making us kill each other, you know? What could be worse than that?
Damn it!
I don't know. But this is Monokuma we're talking about, you know? There's no way this will end smoothly with a countdown. Anyway, like you said before, if we screw up here, it's the end for us. For now, let's focus on the investigation. And think about the countdown after we live through the class trial.
I know.
Yeah, I know. And don't bring up strange stuff like that. Hey, you started it, technically. It is what it is. Also, I finally watched your Library of Runa understanding something. You get to also watch me read the lore if you don't pick up the lore first. Like you said, it sounded like Warhammer lore, but I've been enjoying. Well, actually, Warhammer lore is substantially worse in terms of the brutal, grotesque nature of it. But Library of Runa is a damn close second. It's a damn close second.
So just as I thought.
If only everyone could go home, nothing would make me happier. Don't mind that much, I like the combat more. Oh man, wait till you... Since you learned about Pierre and you learned about the butchers, you learned about the cannibalism route. There's more than that though. It gets so much more brutal, so much more grotesque. It is... Also taxes. Because that's the only game that ever talks about taxes. Yeah, I just read what the Dark Elder would do to you. You see? No, we should finish the class trial, then we can think about what will happen after. One of us killed Nagito in such a cruel way? It's too bizarre, I can't do anything except laugh. That's kinda messed up, man. She looks like she's deep in thought while staring at the ceiling. What happened? Is there something strange about the ceiling?
Yep.
Yeah, about that sprinkler. That's one of the sprinkler heads that activated to put out the fire.
Well?
You can see a girder right next to it, right? There.
See?
Can you see that red streak? Oh. Huh? You're right, I definitely see it. Oh. It looks like a small red line on the ceiling girder.
Perhaps.
Is that blood? Blood? The color definitely looks like blood, but there's no way blood could get up there, right? Plus, it's in a straight line. That's one hell of a weird spot for blood. That's why I've been staring at it. I think it's strange. It's definitely strange. Should remember this. And no, that's a really weird spot for... The fuck? What the... How? What? Oh, well, that's gonna have to come back and haunt me. By the way, Falcon, do you put their occupation on the characters or just their names? You mean like the library newbie or something? Yes, I do pick their titles for them, as I remember them. So I do pick that. Yeah, that's a very weird, or very specific and weird spot for blood. It is, and it doesn't make any sense with the current context. Because if this was all automatically done... No, it doesn't make sense. It does not make sense. Perfectly vertical line makes me think something was covering the beam except for one small line. Maybe? But I didn't need any more info. Can you pick surgeon title for my character? It doesn't have... If it doesn't have this occupation, you just write before my name. I might be able to get that one. I'll have to double check what you have. I never expected Nagito to die like this. He was always spouting nonsense about hope and trying to confuse the hell out of us. But even so, dying like this is just too cruel. Also, he wasn't completely useless. There were times we were able to reach the truth because of him. But everything good and bad about him is gone. We'll never be confused by him again. We'll never be saved by him again. No, now isn't the time to think about unnecessary things. I need to focus on the investigation right now. It's the lacerations that are confusing me. For now, I need to investigate everything about this body that catches my eye. Oh, hell of a lot of stuff that catches my eye. First off, the feet. Both of Nagito's legs are tied up. Each rope is tied to the pillars nearby. He wouldn't have been able to move at all. According to the Monokuma file, the wounds on his legs are all stab wounds. Does that mean the killer didn't just tie up Nagito? They also stabbed his legs? Why would the killer do something like that? Hatred.
Damn it!
At any rate, it's pretty sadistic. The killer must have been holding a huge grudge towards him. Or they might have been torturing him. Torture?
Huh?
I mean, if they just wanted to kill him, they could have just stabbed him once in the chest, right? If you disregard the spear in his chest, the other wounds were inflicted for reasons other than killing. Which means the wounds all over Nagito's body were from the killer torturing him? If that's the case, what was the killer trying to make Nagito confess? Was it something that would have led to the traitor?
Even so.
Well, even if it was torture, there's no doubt the killer must have held a deep grudge toward Nagito.
Damn it!
Refusing to let him die so easily, I can totally understand a dark impulse like that. But even if they held a grudge against him, would they have really gone this far? Torture wounds. That's fucked up, yo. That is fucked up. There's a cut on his upper left arm. His legs and right hand have stab wounds, but this wound looks like a slice. That's probably the reason that the wound on his left arm doesn't look that deep compared to the other wounds. Well, regardless, it doesn't change the fact that it's a hideous wound and there's blood everywhere. There's something strange. Strange? What?
See?
Look at the palm of his left hand. I think that that blood is from his left arm was sliced, but doesn't the blood splatter look strange? It cuts off right in the middle of his palm. Yeah, it definitely cuts off. Maybe that's as far as the blood could reach when it's splattered. That doesn't make sense, though. Well, that would explain the blood on his palm, but there's something else that's strange. When you flip it over and look at the back of his hand...
Well?
Here, there's also blood, but only above the middle joint of the finger, or of each finger. You're right, why is it only on this part?
See?
See, it's just as I said, right? It's strange, right? I win. Yeah, sure, you win. But it's definitely strange. What did the killer do to make the blood splatter like this? Tourniquet? Actually, I have no idea. That kind of doesn't make sense to me. Oh man, the face is what I was concerned about. He must have been in great pain. He clearly had this agonizing look on his face when he died. His mouth is covered with duct tape. Was this to keep Nagito from screaming for help?
This is bad.
Jeez, what a horrible look on his face. The blood splattered all over it. All over it doesn't help either. It's a good thing his mouth is covered with duct tape, otherwise I wouldn't be able to look at him. Got a minute? Sorry, excuse me. Chiaki moved past Kazuichi and me and squatted down next to Nagito's face. And in one swift movement, she ripped the duct tape off of his mouth. Kay, what are you doing?
It's gonna be fine.
It'll be fine. I'll put it back right away once I'm done investigating here.
Hey, hey, hey!
Putting the tape back is an issue, you ungrateful swine. You're gonna get cursed. The blood on Nagito's face, it looked like it mostly came from the slice on his left arm. If that's the case...
Man...
It's no use, she's not listening.
Hey.
Hey, about that blood splatter on his face. There's no blood under the duct tape.
Huh?
What's wrong with that?
Well?
This duct tape has crinkles like it was sticking toward the inside of his mouth, right? Nagito was probably desperately moving his mouth under the duct tape. Seriously, what's wrong with that? She means Nagito's mouth was covered with duct tape before he got those wounds all over his body. So he tried this shot which caused the duct tape to get sucked into his mouth a bit. But what's wrong with that? Is there something we really need to worry about? I don't really get it, but just put the duct tape back on his mouth already.
Yep.
Yeah, you're right. Anyway, this might be some kind of clue, too. I should remember it. Nagito's right wrist is tied with rope, but it looks like the tip of that rope burned off. Could this be a result of the fire? But that's weird. The rope is burned off like this. Why are Nagito's clothes completely unaffected by the fire when he was so close to the blaze? Burned rope has been added to the truth bullet section of your book. Don't worry, Falcon, this will only get weirder. I'm impressed at how weird it can get, though. That's the thing. A spear with a flashy ornament on it is impaled deeply into Nagito's stomach. There's no way around it. That looks like the fatal wound.
What's this?
Oh my, what's this? Such a strange-looking spear, isn't it? A cord extends from the tip of the handle, and there's an iron weight attached to it.
Phew.
I see. Use the cord as a whip to capture the enemy and deliver the final blow with the spear. Is this your first time looking at this too? Of course not! This is the spear of Gungnir, right? Oh my god, is that actually the same spear he killed, the 16th student. Something. You guys were posting that meme so many times and I forgot her name. Nope, I don't remember her name. You definitely just came up with that now.
Hey!
Mukuro Ikosaba, yes, thank you. It's the same spear that Monokuma used, or, well, Junko used to kill Mukuro. By the way, I wanted to ask you, where did that spear come from? I feel like I saw it at Nezumi Castle.
What?
What? Nezumi Castle?
What the hell?
I was designed to be afraid of mice, so I can't go in there. Damn you, mice! Damn you all to hell! I see, even he doesn't know what's inside that castle. Well, more importantly, I need to focus on the investigation. The spear definitely catches my eye, but the weight on the end of the cord coming out of the handle, it looks like that part has blood on it too. But for some reason, this section of the cord doesn't have blood on it. So it was weighted. But then how did the hell the blood get up? How did the... What? What? Mukuro Ikosaba, the 16th student lying hidden somewhere inside the school. Watch out for her. Sorry, it took time to write it up. Pretty long name. Did some mistake. It's fine. Hold on a minute. Do I still have this? No, it's just the text box of that. Aw, I don't have it anymore. I thought I still had that text box. Remember when I had the Mukuro Ikosaba counter? Is that the part where the blood got into the beam? That's what I think, but I'm also like, wait a minute. First off, how? Second off, why? third off, there's no other wounds on Makoto that I see right now aside from the wounds, which would imply that that specific part that it's got blood on the tip would have been from one of the many wounds that we see. It's about the size of a human fist. It's strange that this section of the cord doesn't have blood on it. Screw you, Nagito. How rude, Falcon. Wait, I didn't say that. Did I say that? Sorry, my short-term memory is actually substantially worse right now. To the point, I don't even remember the truth bullets we just picked up. Oh, the description. Yeah. See, this was me not expecting him to be the one who's gonna die. I honestly believed that at that stage it was gonna be Chiaki or Sonya who was gonna die. Oh, so Chiaki mentioned this earlier, but apparently that spear came from Nezumi Castle. It might be better if I confirm that later. I need to give Villager $5, Falcon. He got indeed screwed. I mean, if you want to count the Spear of Gungnir as a screw, sure. The knife is stabbed through Nagito's right hand. The killer do this? How could they do something so cruel? This knife, it must be from the military base. Military base? Ah, now that you mention it, you're right. It looks like a survival knife.
Well?
By the way, it seems the wounds on his legs and left arm were caused by that same knife. Which means after the killer was finished stabbing Nagito's legs and left arm, they stabbed the knife through his right hand?
It cannot be!
And then they finished him off with a spear.
How cruel!
Then does that mean the killer went to the trouble of using two weapons, a knife and a spear? But they could have just killed him by stabbing him with the knife. Why did they need to use the spear at all?
You are right.
That is definitely strange. Was there a reason they had to use it? A reason they had to use the spear, huh? Confusion? I guess I'm done with the area surrounding Nagito's body. Jeez, I can't believe I actually investigated such a grisly-looking body. Even I'm surprised at myself. Does this mean I'm used to it? My classmate's dead body is right in front of me, and one of my peers is the killer responsible. And I have to investigate his death so I can find his killer. Am I used to doing something as abnormal as that? That would mean I'm becoming abnormal too. Now then, I guess that's enough investigating the area behind the curtain. The killer's goal wasn't just killing Nagito, there should have been another reason as well. If not, they wouldn't have gone to the trouble of tying him with rope or covering his mouth with duct tape. Not just that, there's no reason to inflict any wounds other than a fatal one. So what was the reason? Looks like I better investigate other areas to figure that out. Alright, I should try investigating the other areas inside this warehouse first. I'm rolling this as a suicide. Self-inflicted suicide stab wounds? I don't know about that, man.
Jeez.
Think about the countdown after you live through the class trial. They're probably going to say the same thing. There's a few things here, though. MP3 player. This is an MP3 player. There's even a speaker plugged into it. This is what we heard the music. Oh, so how did this not burn up? But why is this here?
Maybe...
It looks like that weird music was playing from there. You know, the music that was blaring when the fire started? Yeah, you're right. Looks like it's busted from getting drenched by the sprinklers. Oh. There's no mistaking it. That music was playing from that MP3 player. It's been 2 hours, by the way. Drink some water. I also need to go to the bathroom, so I will be right back. Okay, I'm back. Hi, Zoe. Oh, I've made my deck and stuff. I'll post it on Discord. Not sure if we even have copies of some combat pages, but I guess I'll find out tomorrow. If we don't have copies of certain combat pages, I can still get them. That shouldn't be a problem. I don't disagree with that, but why was the killer playing music from this? Probably the... maybe more reasons to drown out Nagito screaming? I don't know. Because it would have been a little... like, by the time we went to the warehouse, right? It should have been around noon-ish. If not, like, a little bit before it. Because, what was it? The timer on the fireworks was off by a bit as well. So this was probably to muffle Nagito's screams even more, so that people didn't hear him as he was screaming basically for his life for somebody to save his ass. That's my working theory around that, but I have no idea. Monokuma panels. Oh, wait a minute, what? Huh, there are a lot of tipped over Monokuma panels. The panel near the curtains in the back is tipped over and burned. Did the fire do that? But why are they scattered like this? The last time I came here, I seem to recall they should have been neatly put away. Maybe we're the ones who made this mess? Huh?
See?
Look, the tipped over panel by the entrance is really close to the door, right? So maybe the reason those panels are tipped over is... oh shit. Was that a trigger system? Did we have the resident coffee drinker floor yet, by the way? Yes, we have just said. We actually unlocked them last stream. It's fine, I'll open it slowly. No, that's not the problem. Seriously, it'll be fine. With those words, Akane brushed off everyone's warnings and punched the door open. Could it be? Was that it?
Well?
And there's something else I've been wondering.
Hey.
These Monokuma panels are tipped over starting from the entrance to the back of the warehouse, right? They seem to be lying on top of each other in a straight line. Yeah, compared to the other tipped over panels, that line is the only one that's neat and orderly.
So...
isn't this clearly strange? Strange. That means we can speculate this was done intentionally. Monokuma panels. Can I look at something back here really quick? Ah, so this triggered the lighter, but then what triggered Nagito's death? That's the only thing I don't have an answer for. May I go there, provided all the other locked-in employees don't take up all the slots? Chesed's is currently completely empty for people. Nobody has claimed any spot there. I can go over the list, though. I'll ignore Keeter for now, because that one's obvious. I can ignore it. But for Malkif, everything's already accounted for. Yasad, Everett's going to be leaving that floor to go to Bina's floor. But there's one empty spot. For Hod, all of the slots are accounted for. For Nedzak, all the slots are accounted for. For Tipperef, there are 3 slots accounted for. Villager's the only person there. For Gebra, Radu and Yum Yum are there, but there are 2 empty slots. For Chesed, all the spots are empty. For Bina, Scourge and Everett are going to be there. There are 2 more empty spots. For Hakma, everything's empty. And then for Keeter, there's 1 empty slot, but that's going to go to Redacted. And what floor am I? Do you remember? Yes, you are currently on Hod's floor. I don't remember what her patron. I don't remember what patron she was for, though. I just know her name as Hod. You're there with Talus, and River and Sammy are going to be with you in due time. I think I didn't unlock this floor yet. Did you already unlock Malkif floor? And Yasad? Because after Yasad is Hod. Yeah, if you have those two, then the next one you're gonna get is Odd Floor. Alright, well there's nothing else I can check in here. Tons of books. There's a bunch of books stacked up on top of each other. Apparently they contain Monokuma's poetry and photos. Sprinkler completely soaked them. I can't even turn the pages anymore. Well, it's not like I'm missing much. Tons of CDs. Monokuma's music. These should have been burned too. They should have been burned too, but they weren't. There are still areas I haven't finished investigating yet. I should thoroughly investigate first. What am I missing? Nothing there. So there must be someone I have to talk to here then. Looks like this side is completely soaked because of the sprinkler. Even if there was an important clue here, we might not be able to notice it. But it's better than the warehouse burning to the ground. It's a good thing we were able to put out the fire.
Hey.
But there is a lot of smoke. It's a good thing we didn't go inside when we were throwing the grenades.
You are right.
I agree. If we did, we would have been caught by the sprinklers and become all wet and soggy. Oh, this is a comment I expect out of Kazuichi. Nothing there mentioned. Miss Sonia's all wet. She's all drenched and soggy.
Hey!
You were thinking that, huh?
Of course not!
I wasn't thinking that at all.
Say what?
Why are you responding, Kazuichi? I was asking Kazuichi just self-reported.
Whoa!
You're screwing with me?
This.
Oh my, screwing? How lewd.
Hey!
Please don't look at me with such fearful eyes. I only imagined it for a second. That's still really bad. Kazuichi, you should probably just keep your mouth shut already. The level of self-reporting, though, that was an amazing level of self-reporting. Well, even though I did say I was gonna freaking kill him, there's no way I would have actually done it. I was just upset, you know? It mattered for Gundam's killing, blah blah blah. Looks like Sonia is focused on investigating the warehouse, which reminds me, there's something I need to ask her about. Now that we're pretty much finished investigating Nagito's body, I think it's time to talk to her. Hey Sonia, do you have a minute? Yes? What is it? I want to talk to you about when that fake bomb Nagito set in the warehouse exploded. Huh? Right before it exploded, you said something like this, right? It's fake! It's not a bomb! He is digging his own grave. It's funny that every time he tries to say excuses, he makes it worse. This man doesn't know how to stop digging. Meanwhile, Nagito's seeing that from Hope Heaven. Do you really think he would have gone to heaven? I mean, I'm not gonna doubt that he probably went to heaven, but still. Why did you know the bombs were fake? Well, that's not all either. When we were looking for the bombs, why were you at the military base? I thought you were supposed to be searching the central island. Plus, when I called for you, you didn't come to the factory right away. Where were you? What were you doing during that time?
Oh my!
Oh my!
It cannot be!
Do you suspect me? It is a misunderstanding. I am not the killer. Jesus shit, you son of a bitch! Wow. Despair Heaven? He's probably in limbo, actually. Well, he didn't betray anyone, so he would not be in purgatory. Kazuichi would benefit from some duct tape around his mouth. At this point, I think someone needs to sew his mouth shut. Also, what the fuck, Sonia? Sonia?
I am sorry!
Gasp! I am terribly sorry, I was panicking. I shall calm down and explain to you why I was at the military base. When I first explored the final island, I discovered a vast amount of bombs there. Huh?
Well?
At first, I was worried that someone might use them for a nefarious reason, so I announced it to everyone. So I kept silent the whole time. Does that mean when you heard Nagito planted bombs, you got suspicious and went to investigate them?
That is...
And as I suspected, the bombs had disappeared. I thoroughly searched for them inside the military base, but the bombs were nowhere to be found. And because you were searching for them, you were late when we all gathered?
Please listen!
And because of that, I reached a conclusion. The bombs Nagito brought from the military base, which we... The what? The bleh. The bombs Nagito brought were from the military base, which means they were fake bombs. How did you find that the bombs at the military base were fake? Because I attempted to use one of them. What?
I see.
I thought one of the bombs would be strong enough to blast open the door to the ancient ruin. At the time, I still believed the bombs were real, and I thought I could use one of them to gain entrance to the ancient ruin. However, that plan
was an utter failure.
Utter failure. I'm so proud of Sonia. Scared Sonia, so cute, yet your dirty mouth. Hey man, I wasn't expecting her to say shit.
The bomb was not real. It was merely a fireworks display.
What are they, fucking M90s?
God damn it, all to hell!
It's... This would be the equivalent of listening to Bibu curse and swear. It doesn't happen.
I see. So that's why you're the only one who knew the bombs at the military base were fake.
I did. As did Monami as well. She was also secretly peeking at the bomb.
Oh, I did see Monami there for a second. If those bombs are the same ones that disappeared, it would mean Nagito took them. That is why I knew it was a fake. I think Korone said something similar one time. Go to hell. You want to know one specific clip I'm reminded of with Korone? It's when she's playing Doom. I want to say it's Doom Eternal. And she's in one of those battle rooms. And she just drops the perfect F-bomb. The absolute most perfect F-bomb. Such a good clip. It's so simple. I think you know what clip I'm talking about, too. That is why I knew it was a fake. I'm so proud of her. However, I did think it was strange when Nagito blew up the hotel lobby. See, that one is unexplainable. That bomb was real, and I could not stop thinking about it. But upon further reflection, that might have been Nagito's plan all along. He showed us a real bomb to make us believe that the bombs he set were real as well. If so, then Nagito's actions were extremely calculated. But the problem is his reason for doing it. With this, I have explained everything.
Do you have a minute?
There should be no more reason for you to doubt me. You're right, I got it. I mean, it's pretty good fucking evidence. We're level 69. Nice. Alright, I pretty much finished looking for clues inside the warehouse. So to find some clues, but there are still many things I don't understand yet.
Hold it.
You look worried. Yeah, I am.
Well?
At a time like this, it might be good if you broaden your investigation range. I mean, it's good to investigate other places as well. You might be right, there are several things I've been wondering about besides the crime scene. The military base that Sonia mentioned, the plushie factory next door, Nezumi Castle where the spear originally came from, and I'm glad he mentioned Nagito's room because that was my first thought. I'm gonna understand the reason for his actions. I need to know more about him. I'm pretty sure the others have already finished investigating. Hey, you guys! Isn't it about time we leave this place and try exploring other areas too? In response to Chiaki, the others gathered around her.
I see.
I agree.
I see.
I was just thinking about proceeding to another area. It seems we had the same idea.
Huh?
But is it safe? There won't be anyone to guard the crime scene.
Yep.
We don't have a choice. There just aren't enough of us. Besides, we've investigated all we can here. I guess you're right.
See?
Also, looks like the clues we found aren't enough to piece this incident together. So we need to search for them in other areas, probably. Alternatively, if there aren't any clues in other areas either, we'd have to give up completely. Don't really need to say it like that.
Hey, hey!
Then it's okay if we leave this place? It's okay? There's no time for us to stand around. In order to survive, there's no other way except to do it. In order to survive, we need to find Nagito's killer. If we don't sacrifice that person, nobody can survive. That's our reality. That's why there's no time for us to stand around. Okay, can I be honest for a second? I think I'm at my limit today. I don't seem to have... I thought I'd wake up with the stream, and I thought maybe I could finish the investigation, but I don't have strength anymore. I'm like, my strength is getting sapped from me, and like, you know how when you're feeling sleepy, but you're not really sleepy, your eyes, like, you can feel them shutting on you, right? That's what I feel like is happening to me. I don't know if you can see it in the model or not, but I feel like my highs have only been half open. No, my eyes have only been half open this entire time. I think you're pretty close to finishing it, so it's good that you can remember things better properly the next time. Yeah, I think it's better if I stop here then. That way that when I come back to it, I should still have a relatively fresh memory about, what we discovered with Nagito's body. What I also am gonna try to do while I'm at work at some point is probably watch back the VOD that I had for last stream, so I can at least collect a little bit more memory about what the heck happened, because I don't know, I have this strange feeling there's something in the prior stream the prior streams of Chapter 5 that might help out with this case a bit. Because they were asking me on Chapter 4 to remember details about the case where there was no way I was going to remember. Simply by the fact that there's usually a couple days gap, or like several days gap before we play it again. So it might be a good idea for me to review what I did, right? It might help. Anyway, this is going to be one hell of a short stream. I'm sorry for that, but I'm quickly fading away. And there's a button I can use for that too. A fun button. A button where, if I can find it, it'd be pretty cool if I could find it. Where is that button? Where even is that button? There it is. I'm blurry now, baby. I gotta play around with those visual effects at some point. 2.5 hours, fine. I thought you were gonna cancel the stream, so that's good enough. I was thinking about it. I was definitely thinking about it. Alright, with that being said, thank you guys for watching. We'll pick this up again on Thursday. Discord server, join, link in description. Subscribe, and... oh my god, I can't even finish the intro. You know, I'm just gonna end it. Have a good morning, everyone. Have a good afternoon. Have a good evening, and have a good night. And I'll catch you hopefully tomorrow. Bye-bye.